All right. Good afternoon, everyone. I know it's right after lunchtime, so maybe we're a little bit drowsy. God knows I am. So I'll try to make this as quick and painless as possible. It's an honor to be here to share the insights as one of this year's observer jury. During the jury process, my role wasn't to score, but it's more to listen, observe, and ensure that the process is done with utter and complete fairness and impartiality. So in that process, it gave me a unique perspective to see what truly separates a good campaign from the great ones. So today, I'll share some key reflections from this year's judging, lessons that reveal what truly defines marketing excellence in 2025. So now, let's begin by what every brand is fighting for today: attention. As you can see, an ever-growing number of brands now fight for an ever-shrinking seconds of attention. It is currently the most expensive currency in modern marketing. Thanks to MMA's neuroscience cognition study, we know that it only takes 400 milliseconds. That's all it takes for a person to generate an impression and have an emotional with the ads, right? Faster than a blink. So 67% of ads win or lose in under half a second. So that's very, very fast, right? And even video ads still gets less than a heartbeat, or 0.7 seconds. So earning attention today isn't about just being louder. It's about being relevant, authentic, and emotionally resonant within that split second. So that's why we have something called the first second strategy, right? Great storytelling wins hearts, but we believe it's data and AI that turn attention into measurable results. So we've always said this, that emotion captures attention, but it's the precision and the data that can generate the right business outcome. So what we observe here during the process is that the best campaigns combine creative storytelling, with data-driven intelligence, knowing exactly who to speak to and when, and how they can speak and craft the message for each of the different persona of their target audience. It is this balance of heart and mind that makes modern marketing powerful. And that is what we observe in the entries. Now, so come the jury process. The jury process was conducted with the highest integrity and inclusiveness. We have a myriad of different backgrounds from the jurors, from creative to data to media, which all of them participated actively, challenging and refining each other's views. So there's a lot of interesting debates going on, but at the end of the day, it's all to uphold the highest standards. So I believe that the different perspective led to deeper, fairer evaluations, which we can see. So integrity isn't just the procedure, it's how we ensure that the winners truly reflects the best of marketing today. So you can see the jury in action. So inside the jury room, maybe the picture doesn't do justice, but believe me, you can feel the energy. You can see the passionate discussion, the creative debate, the sharp, often conflicting perspective, which led to very interesting debates. But it's never about personal preferences, right? It's always about elevating the craft, to share what the best practice that each of us knew, and mesh them together and see what stands, right? Creative thinkers, strategists, and data experts from different perspectives from different brands all challenge each other to push for clarity and impact. That rigorous process is what makes the Smarties what I believe to be the benchmark of marketing excellence. Now, so here are some key insights that we observe. So first is that we believe that profit and purpose must coexist. So we believe that it is no longer separate goals. We've seen that the best campaigns have proved time and time that doing good and doing well in terms of the message, the purpose of what the brand stands for, can still lead to good business outcomes. Purpose gives meaning, and profit gives momentum. And the best marketing connects the two seamlessly. I believe when brands can connect this, they move not just beyond relevance, but to real impact. The second the second insight that we've seen is that creativity beyond the norm, but grounded in local truth. So the winners and like some of the best entries that we've seen always have ideas that seems paradoxical. It seems to be both out of this world, but also rooted deep within our hearts. It dared to be bold, but stayed grounded in local truth. It's not enough to just be different for different sake, but you need to be relevant, right? You need to be relevant by understanding the local culture. So what we've seen is the most effective work managed to push the boundaries while still understanding the nuances of Indonesian culture, humor, and values. So that's one of the other observations that we've seen, right? And this is something that also speaks to me on a personal level. So technology, but not just as style, but also substance. So we've seen more than often that there are many brands experimenting with what have you, like all the different technologies, AR, VR, maybe even AI now, everybody's jumping in on it. But the best of them goes beyond making or using these tools to be different or giving gimmicks like to be raffia. But the standout work made the technology useful and in a way that can help consumers solve real problems. The best entries that we've seen uses technology in a way that they can solve the user's problem or the consumer's problem outside of their product. So the product assisted or it meshes well with the product on how they can serve the consumer better. So true innovation isn't just about the tool itself, right? But it's how we elevate the consumer experience. And then one of the so maybe some of you have watched Spider-Man. But we believe this is to be the case, right? With great marketing power comes great responsibility. This speaks to me on a personal level. So one of the most intense discussion that happened during the jury process we had was about this actually. We see that some entries are, like by definition, technically and categorically excellent. But then, in terms of the message, it could probably mislead or maybe send the not right signals to the consumers. And that reminded us, at the end of the day, Smarties isn't just about rewarding creativity. So we had an intense discussion. One of the point of view was it's a marketing awards. Let's judge this aside from morals regarding technical brilliance and give them the score based on the category definitions. But then the other side of point of view was that, with great marketing power comes great marketing responsibility. Whoever we give an award means they will set the benchmark of what marketing would look like in the near future. So knowing that, we need to make sure that we are sending the right message, that brands need to be still responsible to the consumers, not just the business itself. And another thing that we've observed is that data and AI no longer compete with creativity, but they should really use it to differentiate it. The best brands not just use data to build segments and use AI to automate, but even to anticipate. Some of the best cases that we've seen manage to achieve hyper-personalization with near real-time marketing at scale. So it's predicting the needs and delivering personalization in near real time. It's what we like to call a bespoke at scale. So how you can give millions of people an experience that feels individually crafted, but it's scalable as a business. When data fuels imagination, creativity becomes precision and impacts become measurable. And I think finally, last but not least, one practical but important takeaway, especially for brands who are planning to submit more in the future. Category choice can make or break, because we have personally seen multiple times brilliant campaigns, but unfortunately, as it was entered into a certain category, it was not able to shine. The valuation of the category makes it less optimal, in a way that that award, if they have submitted it in another category, could be the winner. And that is, well, I think, is too bad, yeah. So it's a reminder of the clarity of positioning of your entries. So I think that concludes our key findings. I know it's almost 10 minutes. So I think let's just go through the video that you can see. This is how the judging process happened. So I think we can start. It can start? I think there's an audio issue. There we go.
It's an honor to be here today with all of you. I really look forward to have a healthy discussion with you all, right? Actually, now what do you think that was different in this year's entries compared to last year? I could say that this year is a lot more diverse. You have entries coming from different industries, big budgets, small budgets, big campaigns, small campaigns, but all quality campaigns.
Welcome everyone. Happy to be here. I was here last year, not as president, but it's all of us to find the right people or the right brands to win the right prizes. So I'm looking forward to good discussions. Don't hold back. But I think it's better if we have an argument than if no one cares. So speak up.
Okay, so I think that's it from me. I hope you had an insightful session right after your lunch. With that, I'm signing off. Thank you so much, everyone.